Am I from the world, or do I belong to you? I really don't know. Do you? Big question. We only think about our future, but not about the everlasting of it. What about becoming aware of the conditions in which we leave the planet for future generations? Besides, what about asking questions such as, is the way I live correct? Am I be doing something right in the world? Or do I do something to improve it? Those questions should be considered now and not later, since the planet does not have time for that famous later, while old generation bills added to ours are shooting down the world. Have you asked yourself, how do you want to be known in history? Could it be possible that people will know you as a destroyer, or perhaps as the world rescuer? Well, let me tell you one thing. If you really want to be part of the world, you have to start working, so the earth can continue living after you left this stage and give way to your children, grandchildren, and future generations. Do you know how to do it? First of all, consider as a life skill that meet the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Because planet resources are not only to serve you, but also new generations. Do you think it's hard to fulfill this skill? That's not the case, because since 1987, world leaders have worked on it. Do you know what I'm talking about? Don't worry, I didn't know about this either, but ignorance does not free us from responsibilities. Now, let me talk about this project called Sustainable Development. Words call for world salvation. Its main objective is to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure all people enjoy peace and prosperity, ideals that will give another chance to our world. Did you know something? One day, surfing through cyberspace, I was shocked reading an investigation made by the Urban Institute to the Millennial Generation, which indicates that there is an increase of 31% in the index of young people who made the decision of not bringing children to the world. At first, I thought it was due to technological advances, or maybe the evolution of human beings, but what evolution? Rather, it seems that they are taking out the red card to the planet, as if it was his fault that each day its light goes out. And the worst is that the Generation Z, I mean mine, is also adopting this idea. But what this attitude has been taken? Because, besides wars, crimes, and financial chaos, now food, and even the air we breathe is killing our body and increasing diseases. So, why bringing children to the world? If you don't want to be partner in crime of this destructive phenomenon, it's urgent that you act. You are not requested to do something impossible, but only help reduce the ecological footprint by changing the methods of production and consumption of goods and resources. This is not an individual struggle. Since September of 2015, the United Nations reached international agreement on the 2030 Agenda on Sustainable Development, which identifies 17 goals and 169 targets to help solving economic, environmental, and social problems that face the world today. You will think that this agenda is only for governments of each country. No! Remember that the state is not composed solely by the governments. After all, it's all the people, all of us, you, who will accomplish those measures. So, as grandparents used to say, all change starts from home. Do you think this is impossible? For Sweden, it has not been like that, since now they have reached the point of having the necessity to import garbage from Norway to continue promoting their energy program, since they had exceeded 84.5% in all fields of sustainable development. If they have succeeded, why the rest of the world doesn't act? I ask you to accept my invitation to be part of the world. let the Earth have many more stories to tell, and let us be the vestiges of the second society. Baden-Powell said, try to live the world in better conditions that you found it. So, why don't you get on board in this adventure to cooperate and make this idea come true?
Let's get on board!